5 seconds. In the case of P.R. Baswapa and Sons versus CIT Supra, the division bench of the Karnataka High Court on consideration of explain for to section 271 1C of the Act held that the income includes loss, and since loss declared had been reduced, penalty under section 2711C of the Act is impossible. The division bench of Karnataka High Court has distinguished the decision of Punjab and Haryana High Court in the case of CIT versus Prithvipal Singh and cooperation on the ground that the year involved in the said case was 1970-71 before the insertion of explain 4 to section 2711C of the Act. The Karnataka High Court has also relied upon the decision of the Calcutta High Court in the case of Atul Kumar D. Watt and Cooperation v. CIT, in which the Calcutta High Court has upheld the levy of penalty under section 271C of the Act in respect of the claim for loss on purchase and sale of shares which was not allowed in the assessment proceedings. Punjab and Haryana High Court in the case of CIT versus Varendra and Corporation, which related to the asset year 1990-91, followed the earlier decision in the case of CIT v. Prithvi Singh and Corporation Supra, and has further held that the decision of the apex court in the case of Prithvipal Singh and Cooperation Supra is also applicable to the asset year 1990-91, and the penalty cannot be levied where the assessed income is loss. It may be mentioned here that after the amendment in clause 3rd and explain for to section 2711C by the Finance Act 2002, there is no manner of doubt that the penalty is leviable even in the cases where no tax is payable and income is assessed at a loss in respect of the concealed income. The question for consideration is whether by explained for to section 2711C of the Act by the Taxation Laws Amendment Act 1975 WEF 1st April 1976 there is any change in the position of law with regard to levy of penalty in case no tax was payable and the income assessed was loss, and the decision of the Punjab and Haryana High Court in the case of CIT versus Prithvipal Singh and Cooperation Supra, which has been confirmed by the apex court, still hold good, and the amendment by the Finance Act 2002 WEF 1st April 2003 is only prospective and not retrospective, and not applicable to the period prior to 1st April 2003. Clause 3rd, as it existed prior to 1st April 1976, says he may direct that such persons shall pay by way of penalty in addition to any tax payable by him a sum which shall not exceed twice the amount of the income in respect of which the particulars have been concealed. We find the words in addition to any tax payable by him in clause 3rd also exist after the amendment by Taxation Laws Amendment Act 1975. In the amended clause, further words sum which shall not be less than but which shall not exceed 3 times the amount of tax sought to be evaded by reason of concealment of his income or furnishing of inaccurate particulars of such income are added. Therefore, in clause both prior to the amendment and after the amendment, the words in addition to any tax payable by him are available. The word income used in clause 3rd has been interpreted by the Punjab and Haryana High Court in the case of CIT versus Prithvipal Singh and Cooperation Supra as the positive income and not loss as the question of concealment of income to avoid payment of tax arise only in positive income. This view of the Punjab and Haryana High Court has been upheld by the Apex Court in the case of Prithipal Singh and Cooperation Supra, and therefore the decision of Punjab and Haryana High Court and the decision of the Apex Court is also applicable to the assessment year after 1st April 1976, to which the amended section 271C by the Taxation Laws Amendment Act 1975 is applicable. The decision of the Apex Court is binding under Article 141 of the Constitution of India.